Hey everybody, welcome back to Prescription Bourbon. I'm DMC from Louisville, Kentucky. Today we're going to do a review of 10-year age-stated bourbon whiskeys. Alright, so today we're going to do a tasting on these four bourbons I have sitting in front of me here. What we've got is we've got a Russell's Reserve 10-year from Wild Turkey that comes in at 90 proof. We have a 10-year Bulleit Frontier whiskey here, aged 10 years, comes in at 91.2 proof. We've got a Henry McKenna 10-year-old single barrel bottle and bond from Heaven Hill. Comes in at 100 proof, so this is bottle and bond. And we've got a Eagle Rare from Buffalo Trace, which comes in at 10 years and used to be single barrel, no longer single barrel, but pretty close to it. So it's they're all 10-year age stated. This guy comes in at 90 proof also. So we've got two 90s, a 91.2 and 100. So Henry McKenna's, I guess, the outlier here. It is the highest proof at 100 proof, and it is also a single barrel. So we'll see. It's nice that we've got four different distilleries represented here. I'd say four of the big six. Two distilleries that are missing here are Jim Beam and Brown Forman. Two of the big distilleries. So they don't really have a 10-year age stated bourbon available on the market. So price wise, these are all pretty comparable. I think the Russell's is probably the cheapest here. I can get that for under 30, let's say $26, $28 sometimes. The Bulleit is close to $35 when I picked it up. The Henry McKenna and the Eagle Rare are both becoming harder to find. Eagle Rare more recently. McKenna's been a couple years harder to find. But when you can find these should be in $35 to $40 price range. I used to be able to get Eagle Rare for under 30, but I know the last two bottles I picked up were pretty much $40. So, and I think the Henry McKenna's probably in that same price point there, around $40 around here. So, all right, I've got these poured already. I've had them sitting, got them mixed up. I don't know which one's which. I'll uncover them here and go through and do a nosing and a tasting, and I'll let you know which one I prefer today. So uncover these guys, and swirl, and we'll call this A, B, C, D from your left. All right, so A on the nose. Got a little bit of ethanol on there, but I'm getting some oak and some caramels also. So straight bourbon aroma there. B. The oak is a little more rickhousey, little smell of older oak on that, but I'm getting some breadiness, what I call yeastiness a lot of times, along with some caramel on that one also. So C. He's got more sweetness on the nose. Let's say the least amount of ethanol so far. Just got brown sugars. brown sugars and caramel, and just the hint of oak on the back there was very nice on the oak on that one. And D. Yeah, D's really light on the oak also. But I am getting a little earthiness, a little sweetness on that guy. So, yeah, so, I mean, it's nice to have these 10-year age-stated bourbons. I mentioned Jim Beam was not in here. You know, their Knob Creek comes in at 9-year age-stated, so it just missed the cut here. And, you know, I know we've got a Heaven Hill product here with the McKenna, but, you know, Heaven Hill's Elijah Craig used to be 12-year age-stated. Still is in their barrel proofs, but their regular Elijah Craig has dropped down in age, non-age-stated. So, yeah, non-age-stated is becoming quite common in the bourbon industry, as a lot of people know. I mean, it's nice that Knob Creek actually brought their age-statement back to 9 years. But you know, these guys, you know, are all at 10. And another thing to note too, this Bulleit is, I said this represents 4 of the big 6 distilleries. I basically am counting this as a 4 Roses. It's distilled at 4 Roses. You know, Bulleit is distilling their own whiskey now, but you know, this being 10 years old, it definitely came from 4 Roses. This guy's going to be the highest rye content. I believe he's about 27% rye. The Russell's, being a Wild Turkey product, is like 13%, so about half of what the Bulleit is. And Brown-Forman and this is Buffalo Trace Mash Bill 1 Eagle Rare are both like 10% rye. So we've got some 10% rye, 13% rye, so low rye. And then the Bulleit's really the only one that's a higher rye. So we're gonna go through and give them a taste. Go with A. That is sweet. Got some spice on the edges of the tongue, and some warmth going down, not hot. Spice is kind of a cinnamon spice. Sweetness. The sweetness is nice with that cinnamon, probably a caramel, cinnamon. Nice spice level, nice warmth level. Very, very enjoyable sip there. B. B was thinner on the tongue. A little spicier, a little harsher. Probably about the same warmth going down, but a little harsher. It does have I'd say it does have some vanilla on there that I didn't pick up on A, but not as sweet, and a little spicier. So probably, let's say I enjoyed A better than B at this point. So try C. All right, C C has the most spice so far. It's definitely a cinnamon, spicy hot spice on that. Some good sweetness, warmth not overpowering. The coating on the tongue was on par with A, so yeah. So B was the thinnest for sure so far. A had good coating and was sweet. C had good coating and was spicy. Try D. Spice is similar to C at this point. Seems to be a little drying, so I really hadn't tasted any oak on these. I know I smelled oak on almost all of them, if not all of them. But this one seems to be a little drying, but it's got the spice. It has the warmth. You know, the oak, I'd say it has some oak on the taste. Yeah, a little bit of sweetness and all that, so. Okay. So we'll let these sit for about 10 minutes. Maybe I'll come back and taste them again in reverse order. But just not up front. All had a very similar nose. A lot of oak on the nose, not so much oak on the taste. D had the oak on the taste. B was the thinnest. In fact, if anything right now, I would say B would be the last place right now. And we'll find out. We'll go through and do it again, and I'll tell you which one I like today. So hang tight. All right, welcome back. It's been about 10 minutes. I'm going to go through and taste these again and tell you which one of these amazing 10-year-old bourbons that I like the best today. So let's start with D this time around. I'm getting a rick house on the nose on this guy. A little bit of caramel. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the oak on the taste on that one. Very good spice level, very good warmth going down. Has the oak on there, but it has some sweetness, some vanillas, and some caramels, very lightly on that. But I'll tell you that rickhouse smell and that oak taste and all that reminds me of a Heaven Hill product. So if anything, I'm leaning towards thinking that one might be the Henry McKenna. This one, a little sharper on the nose. Not getting the oak. A little more ethanol though. A little sweeter. Spice is there, comes later. Flavors don't come through a whole lot. Yeah, or the nose as your typical bourbon nose and flavors. It's a nice sip, but definitely putting D above C. We'll go with B. Sweetness on the nose, brown sugar. I almost said butter on the nose, butter and brown sugar. Well, spicier than I would have remembered. I thought when I went through the other direction, C totally overpowered B. But B has some spice. It's definitely thinner on the tongue once again, but it's got some sweetness. It has some brown sugar and some cinnamon spice on it. It's nice. Yeah, that guy's definitely above C also. Go with A. And definitely getting some sweetness, a little bit of oak, some caramels. Yeah, A's got some spice. It has, I don't know if it just reacted weirdly with B, but the taste is not on par with your typical nice caramel vanilla bourbon taste and all that. I know I tasted it with right after B right after it last time. Let me taste D. No, E's definitely better. All right, so I'm pulling A back. Wow. I think there's my lineup there. I'm going to go with D as my favorite today. B, second. Thin mouthfeel on that, but great aroma, great taste. A behind that, and C last. So let's go through and see what we have here. These were all great sips, but I ranked C in last. C is the Russell's 10-year. So I don't know what to say about him. He is tied for the lowest proof. Wild turkey product, which I generally really like wild turkey stuff. So, but it just came off a little off today. A in third place. This is the Henry McKenna. So Henry McKenna in third. This is a single barrel. This is bottle and bond, so this is the highest proof, 100 proof. But so it comes in third. B's in second here. So let's see what we got here. So B is the Eagle Rare. So he is 90 proof also. So same as the Russells and all that. So, but practically a single barrel, but just had a real thin mouthfeel on that guy. So that means our winner here today is actually the Bulleit. Wow, which is 45.6% ABV or percent or ABV, 91.2 proof. It does say limited bottling. I don't know what that means, but clearly Bulleit has been sourcing their bourbons from elsewhere since their beginning in the early 90s, if not late 80s. I think it was right at 1990 though. And Four Roses was making a lot of their bourbon. So this being 10 years old, this is most undoubtedly distilled at Four Roses. But it is Bulleit's mash bill, so that they're 27% rye mash bill. Same as the regular Bulleit you get off the shelf. It's just aged longer. They say as they're tasting these, some barrels they decided to age longer and all that, and hopefully give it a better profile. But yeah, it's got some good caramels. It's got oak on the nose and on the taste. It does have a little bit of vanilla in there. It's a good sip, enjoyable. Surprised me. I actually, out of this lineup, I had my least hopes in this guy, in the Bulleit 10. I would have thought that that one of these other three might have beat it out, but so yeah, this is my taste today. Yeah, very interesting. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I appreciate your time. Hit that like button if you liked what you saw here. Hit subscribe if you want to see more. Love to hear from you in the comments down below. If you've had any of these, if you agree, disagree with my rankings here, let's have a discussion on it. Remember, everybody, all bourbon is whiskey, but all whiskey is not bourbon. And the best bourbon comes from Kentucky. Cheers.